A homeless man was being stalked by some very scary creatures, but they weren't human. The guy had been living out of his van for months. It all started when he lost his job at the auto shop. Business was slow, and they let him go along with 3 other guys. At first, things were okay. He had some savings to fall back on and he could get by. But those savings didn't last long. After that day, he couldn't bring himself to go back to the van. He slept in his car instead. Every night he would hear the commotion outside, people screaming and running. Sometimes he would see them out of his window, those same faceless beings. "It's hard to get close," another one replied. He could feel their presence like a dark cloud hanging over him. The man sitting on him vanished. When he turned to look, he saw the most amazing thing. All around him were these tiny little fairies. They were swarming the creature, attacking it with their magic wands. The homeless man watched in amazement as the fairies beat the creature and drove it away. Then one night he woke up to find one of them sitting on his chest. "You're not from around here, are you?" And when he looked down, he saw his shirt was torn, but there wasn't a single mark or scratch on his skin. The fairies finished their healing, and one of them approached him. She had beautiful wings and a kind face. He screamed and thrashed around, but it couldn't get away. It had sharp claws and dug them into his chest. Then he felt his vision getting blurry. Was this the end? Was he finally going crazy? They seemed to be searching for something or someone. And sometimes he could hear them speaking, but he couldn't understand what they were saying. "You have a kind heart, even though you're going through a lot right now." They kept him safe from the faceless beings until he found a new job and a place to live. When he finally left the city, he looked back to see the fairies waving goodbye. He knew he'd never forget them. They were the most amazing, powerful fairies he'd ever seen. That makes you valuable to them. But don't worry, we won't let them take you. It sounded like a language from another world.
Oh.
The longer he was without a job, the more his anxiety grew. But we know they want to take you back with them. They want to use you for some dark ritual or something. That made sleeping in the van difficult. So he started driving around all night, just driving aimlessly until the sun came up. Then one night while driving, he saw a diner open 24 hours. He pulled in and sat down. As he was eating, he heard a commotion outside. People were screaming and running. They were standing by the door looking in. He quickly hid under the table. "You're being hunted." When they came in, he heard them speaking in strange voices. They were arguing about something. One of them said, "I have a scent. I smell fear and sadness." Another one replied, "There's nothing here. We've already searched this place." And they left. He looked out the window and saw these strange figures running around. They looked like they didn't have faces. Their skin was gray and their eyes were black. He got a big stick and was waiting for them. When they came to the car, he started banging on it, screaming and yelling. They stopped and looked at him, and he kept yelling until they ran off. He thought he scared them away, but the next day, when he went to the store, he heard them talking about him. They seemed to be chasing a woman and her little girl. Then suddenly they vanished. The man thought he was finally losing it. Maybe all the sleep deprivation was getting to him, but then he saw them again. He stayed under the table until they were gone. One night, he decided to fight back. "That one still remains," one of them said. "We need to retrieve him. He is important. He's too strong." His heart beats loud. Tried to stay away from them after that, but they found him again. But then he heard a familiar voice. "Get off him, you son of a..." Then they started healing him. He felt the pain in his chest vanish. "Are you all right?" she asked. "Yeah, I'm okay," he replied. "Who are you?" "I'm here to help you," she said. "No, I'm not," he admitted. "I just needed a place to stay for a while, but it seems like I've caused trouble." "Don't worry about it," she replied. "You didn't cause any trouble. We know why you're here." "Yeah, buy those things," he said, pointing behind him. "What are they?" She shook her head. "We don't know. They're not from this world." "Why me?" he asked. "Because you're special," she replied. And true to her word, the fairies protected him every night.